The other thing that Lindsay's always saying too is, how about the third scenario, which is to move the wells? I mean, how much is that going to cost us?
And I think that's a scenario that once we start to actually identify disposal sites, it might be cheaper to move a well.
Yeah.
Or I know the regulations say what they say, and that the state is not in a big hurry to give variances, but the regulation is brand new, and my guess is the DEP has not been confronted with enough real-life situations that they know what their variance policy is going to end up being.
Yeah.
So I think if we had to make an argument for this is the only place we can get rid of our effluent and let us build a treatment on that well, how do we know that DEP
say no?
We'll say no. How do we know that we can't bring them around to seeing it our way?
One aspect to this would be, okay, so we won't be using the wells for the Zone 2s that are in the Hyannis area. Let's face the fact, there are almost nearly 30 wells in the town of Barnstable. Am I right, Nate? Pretty close.
I think that there were about that many that were identified in the report.
I don't know if anyone has really looked at it from the perspective of, well, of course, consolidation would make so much sense to me. Because it would allow the town to say, this is a town resource for which taxpayers and billers and so forth are all covering costs. Why can't we consolidate and use these other wells for town purposes? The well fields elsewhere are pretty well protected. The Zone 2s in Hyannis, if you read the 1988 report that I helped to author, the Cape Cod Aquifer Management Project, it defined that those Zone 2s, the worst case scenarios in the state. That's why it was chosen for study. So I can conceive the possibility just shutting those systems down. But to do that, you'd have to think about consolidation, and maybe that might be a possibility for the purpose of what we're doing here as well, if an outfall doesn't make sense because of the costs.